Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I'm Canon EOS photographer Randall M. Rueff. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about the new Canon EOS-1D Mark II DSLR camera with 8K. 8K. Now, we cannot confirm 8K. We cannot confirm the 1DC Mark II. But let's talk about the 1DC Mark II. It's the next iteration of what should be coming next from Canon. Based on the success of the EOS-1DX Mark II, it goes without saying that the 1DC Mark II should be coming out soon, especially with the price drops of the 1DC, and just the way things naturally go. The 1DX has been a great success. The 1DX Mark II has been a great success. The question is, what will the specs and settings be? Will it actually have 8K? There's a lot of people online saying that there's rumors that it's going to have 8K and that it's going to just blow us all away with this 8K. It's going to be beautiful, amazing. Will it have 8K? I don't know. Could it? First of all, let's talk about could it. Yes, it could. They could. The sensor technology is out there. The question is that really going to be the goal of Canon to do 8K? 4K takes up enough space as it is. 6K is possible. 7K, 8K, yeah, they're all possible. It's just a question of how much it's going to cost. I mean, we can talk about all the specs on the camera on the still side, but when it comes to 8K, there's several things that you have to keep in mind. One is the heat. The heat created while recording 8K or 4K is going to be increased. That's just physics of it. So it's going to be a hotter camera physically. Second of all, the price is going to be jacked up there, which, you know, again, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how high the price of the camera is going to be. We just don't know. I mean, we can estimate that it's going to start out again like the 1DC did at $15,000, but we don't know. I mean, it's just guesswork. It's going to depend on the processing speed, what kind of chips are going to be in this camera. Then there's the matter of storage space. Now, I think, I can't guarantee this, but I think Canon has learned that professionals, when it comes to high-end like the 1DX and the 1DX Mark II, they don't want two different card types. For the most part, most professionals, and I know I'm the same way. If I have two card slots, I want them both to be the same. I don't want an SD card and a CF card, or a CF and a CFS2. I want whatever the card is. I want them to be the same. So if you have two SD cards, that's fine. If you want to do two compact flash cards, that's fine. If you do two CFS 2.0 cards, that's fine. I had the idea that you could have a little slot in there, and you could pull this little slot out, and in the slot would be like two CF card reader, two CFast 2.0 card readers and writers, and then you could slide it in. And if you didn't want to do that, you could pull it out and replace it with a compact flash, two compact flash card reader writers. Or if you don't like that, you pull that out, put in a thing that has two, or even with the size of SD cards, even four SD cards. And it'd be like a little cube thing, and you could replace and put in whichever one you want. If you want to use SD cards, that's fine. If not, pull it out and replace it with a compact flash. If not, pull it out, put in CFast 2.0. And that would also allow for, in the future, as things progress, for future, if somebody comes out with a new card format or whatever the case may be, there's an option where you could, make another cube and set it up for whatever card format comes in the future. So, I think, having said that, I don't think they're going to do that. That's just my idea of how I would do it if I was in charge of Canon. But I think they've learned a lesson that on the professional high-end side, at least, people want the same kind you want, if there's going to be more than one card slot, they want, you know, to be the same kind of card format. For example, they want 2 CF cards or 2 CFast 2.0 cards. They don't want one of one and one of the other. At least that's the impression I get from watching videos on YouTube and talking to people and myself. I mean, I couldn't afford the 1DX Mark II, but if I could, I would want 2 cards of the same kind. That's just me. So, will it have 4K? Let's talk about storage space as far as storage space for 8K, based on today's current technology, would be enormous. It's bad enough for 4K. It's bad enough for 1080p or 720p. But 720 and 1080p is manageable with what you can do with upload speeds and transfer speeds of USB, FireWire, and all that. That's not bad. 4K gets up there, and it's a large file size. 4K is a large file size. Now, granted, there's different codecs that can help that or speed it up, but nonetheless, it's still a large. No matter how you do it, 4K is a large file size compared to 1080p. And something you have to keep in consideration: a lot of people are very happy with 1080p. When you watch a 1080p video, especially one with 60 frames per second, the quality is very good. As long as you're not blowing up to a 60-inch monitor, it's very good. I mean, I watch my 27-inch monitor, and they're very good, very high quality. I mean, yeah, it could be better, but for the most part, it's very good quality. So most people are happy with 1080p quality. Of course, you always want better. That's why the 4K is there, and now 8K. But you gotta keep in mind, 8K is going to be a very, very large file size. I don't care what codec you come up with, it's going to be, by today's standards, a large file size. There's no way around it. So the question is, are you going to have computers with large hard drives or fast enough processors? Some of your old computers may have the hard disk space, but they may not have the processing power. Or they may have the processing power and not enough hard drive space. It just depends on what you can have, what you can invest, and what you can put into what you're doing. Either way, long story short, 8K, very large file size compared to 4K, and it's going to be that much more when you have to deal with workflow and file sizes and storage, and just the power it's going to take for your computer to process the video while you're editing. So just something to keep in consideration. Of course, I'm always, from a personal standpoint, I'm always wanting a better quality video. I mean, that's just, everybody, me as a professional, if they came out with a 100K video tomorrow, I mean, I'd be like, well, is there some way I can figure out how to get that? Of course, right now I can't afford it, but I'm just saying, I would want 100K or 1,000K or 1,000,000 K, if it was possible, because you want the best images. And granted, there's going to come a point where 8 or 10K or maybe 12K or somewhere there where we're going to get to a point where it's the perception to the human eye is going to be such that going past a certain point doesn't make sense, because the differences won't be perceptible to the human eye. And we're going to get to that point here pretty soon, I think, within maybe 10 years. So I mean, I think it's getting to that point where, now when I say that the fact that I'm watching a 27-inch monitor, now granted, if you're blowing something up to a large screen like a movie projector, I mean, those things, there's variables in there, but the point is, it's going to get to a point where eventually it's not going to make a whole lot of sense to you get a higher resolution for the average person because the human eye can't perceive the difference. Now, obviously, if you do things like scientific research and things where you need to blow up microscopic, there's always going to be. I think their senses are always going to get better and better. Borrowing the second coming of the Lord or the Atomic Wars, but I just think we're going to get to a point where, you know what, they say, you know what, let's say it's 8K, let's say it's 10K or 12K, and people are just going to be like, you know what, going to the next 15K, there's no real purpose for it because it's the difference isn't perceptible to the human eye. So I just think that time's coming. It may be, 5, 10, 15 years. I don't know. Maybe tomorrow. Who knows? But I think that time is coming. Let's talk about the 1DC. Would I love to have a 1DC Mark II? Would I love to be able to test it out and try it? Yeah, heck yeah. Would I love to be able to try 8K video? Yeah. Again, my monitor only does 1440p, so, and YouTube only goes up to 4K, so I'll be honest right now, unless you've got an 8K monitor, I don't see how under the current technology. Of course, again, this is just current technology. I'm sure things will get better and improve as we go on. But to see the benefits of an 8K video, you're going to have an 8K display. Again, YouTube only goes up to 4K. And my computer monitor, even if you have 4K, only goes up to 1440. So it's not... For me to have an 8K camera for everyday use really isn't something I need. I mean, it would be nice to have, yeah, sure, in some aspects. But again, the cost of the camera and the usability of the camera due to the large file sizes and the processing power it's going to take, I don't know. I mean, so I guess my question is, what do you think? Would you want an 8K camera? I mean, is 8K something you want or need or think you might want or need? Let me know in the comments below. As always, I hope you enjoyed this video and give you something to think about. Whether or not we get 8K with a 1DC Mark II, it's coming. It's just a matter of time. There's no doubt about that. So that's all I have for now. I just want to have a little brief conversation on a little bit of philosophy and theology of 8K and talk about why it sounds good, but in some ways it's more trouble than it's worth with current technology. So until next time, I'm Canon, U.S.A. for RandallMatthewRueff. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. God bless. And as always, keep taking those pictures.